crow. That was rude. Jerks. Now, if that was the mirror, I'm gonna be very sad. I'm very sad now because of that. Hopefully Frog is just sitting right here. If Frog's sitting right here, we're good. Yes! Uh-oh. How did I not die? Oh, no, there I died. Oh, yes, cheese strats. What did I do? Did I break the boss? I guess you can't do that. Don't shoot at me. No, I said don't shoot at me. Because you have to get ready for blind and everything. Oh man, I missed my duck. That's all X is good for. Is using his small size. Oops. Yeah, sure, I insult X and then I hit spikes. That's just how it works. Oh jeez, get out of my way. That's where all the trolls were. I don't even know what I just did there. That was it? This is usually the part where I started dying. Yeah, like that. That was exactly it. I don't think I've actually posted a speedrun time for that, but I did time it, and I want to say my best time on that was like 26 minutes. Haha, you tried to shoot me, but you couldn't. I missed again. Right after taunting. Go! Okay, so now I can die at the boss. This is farther than I expected. Oh, well, there, you gotta jump there, don't ya? But Contra's so fun. Made it? Nope, guess I didn't make it. Alright. Oh no. Biscuits. So Paradox Cave had lots of defense. How did I miss that? That's the easiest bomb jump in the game. Nope, jumped too early. Definitely don't have it. Alright, now we can jump. Break these. Wait a minute. Alright, good evening. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to camp. We are back after my wife's cruise. Welcome in Jacob, Jet, Game Pro. Hope you're all having a great Wednesday, and thank you so much for the membership, Jacob. Much appreciated. Enjoy the early access to videos, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the counselor badge, and since Mix It Up did not play the alert, let's see if this works. Why did it not play that before? At least I can still do that manually, even though apparently it's not playing it automatically. Welcome in, Laserith. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the good luck. Triple spins was just a Friday the 13th thing, but we will be getting to double spins tonight after we have a new challenge from... Uh-oh. Where'd my challenge go? There it is. From Brody Bro. He calls it his 3-of-a-kind challenge. Basically, we take the counselors closest to the lake. They are the only 3 we can use. You can only use the... Once you hit Jason with the weapon for that day, you can only use that weapon on him for the remainder of the day. No repeats. So you can't use like 2 torches or 2 machetes or anything like that. Once you use a torch for a day, you can't use it the next day. And once you use one of those 3 counselors, you cannot use them again. So basically, it's kind of a amalgamation or a combination of some of the other challenges we've been doing. But it's different enough where we can do that here. Where did my stuff go? That's got the wheel all set up and ready to go for when this is done. Hey Retro Nook, welcome in. Thank you so much for the membership. 5 months. Enjoy the counselor badge, enjoy the emotes, enjoy early access to videos. Why is Mix It Up not playing these? Okay, we're gonna do this manually again. Hold on one sec. Go. Why is it not playing? Oh, there it goes. It played the sound. I have no idea why it's not doing that automatically. The command is working if I hit test and enter the information manually, so there's that. Yeah, let's get started on 3 of a kind. We're gonna do our reset here. So we take the counselors around the lake if there are enough. So we've got Mark, he's definitely gonna make it. Mark, Paul, and Chrissy. All right, that's actually like the ideal lineup here. We like Paul, we like Mark, we like Chrissy. This is really good. George way over there. Noodles would be close to the lake, but she is not in the lake, and Debbie's way the heck over there. Azelthor. Yeah, well, I mean, the triple wheel spins were amazing. I completely loved that. Hey Chaser, welcome in. Thanks for the jump scare. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Welcome in Dimension X. Hope your Wednesday's going well. Yeah, Laura's not going to do anything useful. She's basically just there to effectively die. Hey Kyoto, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. So what I'm going to try to do here is hope that we can sneak Paul into get the torch. Oh, is there a... That's not Midwest already, is it? I thought that was in April, but I did see the stained glass piece. Is that like from Mario 64 that you did? Because that is that stained glass piece is absolutely incredible. Uh-oh. Oh, actually, he's attacking Debbie. We are not worried about Debbie right now. Debbie has no value to us this challenge, so we can let her eat it. The important part is getting a torch for Paul. Welcome in, JR, Skills and Trade. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I do have one of those. We called it a camp cleanup, where I didn't have to just get a torch with everyone. I had to get a flashlight with everyone. Everyone had to have a key. I had to pick up all 14 vitamins, all 12 knives. I don't know why I made myself get six torches, but that was just absolutely miserable. It took like several hours, because trying to get the flashlight with every individual counselor is just, it's not good. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything here. You have to use the 3 counselors that spawn closest to the lake. The other 3 cannot be used in any way. First weapon you hit Jason with each day becomes the weapon you must use for the remainder of the day. That's only for Jason though, and a different weapon has to be used every day. And once you use one counselor to beat Jason, you can't use them for the rest of the time. Yep, so far so good. Cursed enchiladas would be a good hack. Come on, where's my... I should have grabbed that vitamin in the forest. I'm hoping we can plow through day... Oh, wait. Actually, we can let a batch of kids go. That's fine. So I really want to just make sure we're plowing through day 1, getting Paul out of the way with the torch. So he is going to be leaving Debbie. He's going to be attacking right about here. Oh, Scream 7. Very nice. I'm curious to see what they do with that. It's nice that Nev Campbell's back, though. Oh, EverCon, okay. Were you there? Were you at EverCon last year? I think I remember you saying there was another convention you'd went to. Come back here. And I guess technically, I could have just let him go through and met him at the kids and saved a batch of kids. Okay, so we got Mark and Chrissy. Next weekend. I'd have to look at the calendar. I think we're pretty much booked most of March. I know my youngest daughter has a dance competition in Madison this weekend. So she'll be at that. And then my wife's dog sitting a couple weekends. It's a big crapshoot. Where was EverCon? Central Wisconsin's well, that's not. I guess it depends on where in Central Wisconsin it. Like where's? Oh, Wasatch. Okay. Picked up that key already, didn't I? Okay, we're gonna grab this key. We've got a knife. For Mark, we are going to collect an axe. And then we are going to follow Jason around with our axe. To get the axe, you can go here, down, up. That's enough screen transitions in the forest. Then you follow the torch process. I didn't get the torch node initially. We have to go back. Hold on. Oh, and he's headed to the forest route. Justice for Laura. Oh, thank you, Skills. Yeah, I've had so many great challenge suggestions. I mean, with the exception of, like, using the quick shot and stuff like that, I think pretty much everything has come from someone in the community. Which is awesome, because there's no way I would have thought of most of these. There we go. So now we have an axe. So this is our weapon that we'll be using against Jason today. I cannot believe how lucky the seed setup was here to give me Mark, Chrissy, and Paul. Then with Chrissy on day 3, we're just gonna go grab the pitchfork. Just gotta be a little careful of knives popping up. We'll grab another vitamin here. Now the nice thing about this is it's still gonna be 60, well, we're gonna be able to get, hopefully, well actually with how slow the axe is, probably only 3 bars per battle. Because I'm not going to be able to hit him in the back as he runs off. Look at how terrible Mark's throwing arm is. Jason can easily outrun that thing. Oh, the axe is so slow. Oh, got him. Though I think the screen might have been lagging a little bit. Once the screen kind of starts to do the little lag, it doesn't count any future hits. We always like it when Laura takes that dirt nap. Yeah, hopefully I mentioned it, but hope you're having a good Wednesday biceps. Perfect. That's only on day 1. We're on day 2 right now, but we will be seeing Jason's mom tomorrow when Chrissy goes there to get the pitchfork. Let's see, I think we can let... Oh, whoops. Yeah, we can let... Hopefully we'll get this done before Jason gets back to the kids. We can use the time he attacks the kids to go get Chrissy the, That was 7 already? Yeah, it's not many people will get the axe on day one. You have to do a certain number of forest screen transitions, and you got to follow the quick torch process. So most people got the axe by killing her with a machete. That was 2, 3, 4. Oh! That was still a couple extra hits. I think that was probably a 4-bar. Uh-oh. I gotta reset that. I have to use the axe the whole day. I should have, why did I try to jump that? I should have just got down, like ducked and mashed. Oh, now we've got a potentially worse seed here. George. That's George, Laura, and Debbie, isn't it? That's like the exact opposite of what we had before. Oh, wait. Well, if a tie goes to the slower counselor. Yeah, I had to use the axe on day 2. And I should have just... I don't know why I was trying to jump over Jason there. If you see the knife, just finish the battle out and take a few hits. Oh, this is brutal. Hey, Steve, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, if you ever have any questions on this, I'm always happy to share what I've learned. That guide is it's been something that I've wanted to make for a couple, well, thankfully I didn't make it because I just figured out the forest pattern while I was putting it together, and like the stuff about 43 and 33 seconds on the lake was something I'd figured out after I lost a no-hit George on halfway through day 3. So we got George, Laura. Yeah, that's gotta be Debbie. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, this is gonna be fine. The Laura hate really just comes from a meme with the speedrun community. If you're doing any percent, you're resetting so many times, and you want Chrissy and Paul in the bottom middle cabin. But if Laura's there, it's a Laura seed, and you lose about 4 seconds because of Laura's terrible throwing arm. And in a run that only lasts about 3 minutes or so if you get really good at it, that's an eternity. So what we have to do for this challenge is we have to use the 3 counselors closest to the lake. In this case, there was a tie, so we have to use the slower counselor. And the first weapon you hit Jason with for that day is the weapon that counselor is locked with. You can't change that weapon, which is why I had to reset the prior run. I was an idiot, and I jumped into a knife instead of just ducking and using the perfect setup with Mark, Paul, and Chrissy. So once you use that weapon, you're not allowed to use it on a second day. So now I'm going to be using the torch on day 1 with George. I can't use the torch on day 2. And once I've used George, I can't use him again. You can only use a counselor, like, once. I can let the other counselors die if they're not one of the main 3. Laura runs faster, yeah, but her throwing arm is just so bad. I mean, objectively, she's definitely counselor number 3 in terms of how good she is. But we just don't like her because of the whole... And, I mean, she's so mean to the kids if you look at her face. Maybe we'll make it here. Well, so, okay, yeah, we actually want to save Paul. Paul's good people. We like Paul. This is what we think of Laura.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
See, Laura's the one thing Sonic and Robotnik agree on. Oh, the giant Laura? That's the community hack. The community hack is so good. I absolutely love that thing. I mean, it was one of those things where I had never thought that I'd never been like, hey, it would be cool to be a playable character in a video game. And then Looking for Giants sent me a message like, hey, I made this ROM hack. You're playable on Friday the 13th. It's like, this is the coolest thing I have ever seen in my life, and I never knew I wanted it until now. Hey, Taz, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Things are going pretty good. Just got to see if we can... Oh, we don't want to take that key. There we go. Yeah, we will finish this on day... Day 1 with the torch is going so quick. Day 2 is going to be a disaster. Actually... Yeah, I can't do normal path fights on day 2, because the random selection by the lake did not give me any counselors that can do path fights reliably against Jason. So we'll still get the axe. I think I gotta save Laura for day 3 to get the pitchfork, though. Because dodging Pamela with slow counselors is bad. So we've got Laura and Debbie are our remaining 2. Hey, Ninja Guy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I've never had White Castle or Crystal. I've never heard of Crystal. I have heard of White Castle, though. At least I think I have. Are they burgers? Okay, Jason is in the cave. This is fine. We'll use that time that Jason's in the cave to go grab the... What do you call it? I'm gonna need a... Isn't there a key up here? He's gonna kill Chrissy. Oh, I don't have a knife either. We can't even start that process. Oh, okay. I need a knife and a key. We'll get the key over here, or back there. The key and the knife here are really... The zones are really pressed up against each other. Actually, I want to get some vitamins, too, because we're going to just have to be... Actually, I'm going to have to rely on a lot of path fights here. I mean, a lot of cabin fights. Cabin fights are a lot of vitamins. Hey, Brody, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. The challenge was, it gave me the perfect seed the first run. I had Paul, Chrissy, and Mark. And then on day 2, I was an idiot because I was using the axe on day 2. Jason's like half dead, and then I jumped into a knife. When I could have just sat there, knocked Jason off the screen without jumping, and continued on, would have been done already. But I had to be like, oh, I need to try to avoid getting hit here, even though Mark was in great shape. So I had to reset, and then I got a terrible seed where we've got to use Debbie, George, and Laura. So it's been... This is the wrong direction. Hey, Baseball, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hope you've been well. Yep, we're doing pretty good aside from me just completely butchering the first run of this challenge and grabbing a knife when I wasn't supposed to. Now I've got to see if I can get... Did I already pick up this note? Hopefully I did. See if we can get an axe with Debbie before we run into Jason. I think that should be fine. Jason will be attacking the kids. Okay, good. Wait, but if I want to get the axe, we got to go down, up. That's our extra screen transitions, and now we can finish off the process. Hey, Remy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. There we go. Got it. Oh, not a problem at all. Real life always comes first. Did I get... Oh, I already got this vitamin biscuits. Are there any other vitamins I can grab right now? Because I want to make sure Debbie's got some extra health. Okay, there are some vitamins down this way. I don't think I'll be able to get to the second one, though, before Jason gets... Actually, I could have went and got to the kids. Is there time? Come on, Debbie, roll like your life depends on it. That actually works. I can do this without getting hit, and it'll still be 3 bars. Yeah, the downgrades, like, I need to remember that not every challenge or not every playthrough needs to be done hitless. Like, my brain is always like, hey, you can avoid damage here if you jump. It's like sometimes, unless it's a perfect game or something, you're better off just taking a couple hits and keeping your good weapon. Yeah, it looks kind of like a big jar of fruit punch or something like that. Uh-oh. I should be trying to conserve health and buddy crowing here, but he's going to the forest. He's actually going to be way too far ahead here. Debbie is too slow. And I'm not walking through the forest at dusk with a slow counselor, so we're just gonna go wait. Should be able to maybe pick up that extra vitamin on the path. Oh, yep, there we go. Perfect. Then we're gonna go wait right... Oh, got him. That was 10. That is 5 bars of Jason's health. That's another 5 bars. Okay. Now I gotta worry about cabin fights here a little bit more. That's a lot of damage. Where you get... I mean, yeah, to me, it's enough of a punishment to downgrade the knife, but I can see why they set it up this way. Like, getting the machete in the cave and stuff like that is still pretty fun. As the knife is... I've downgraded my knife so many times that I absolutely hate it. Unless I need to find one to get the torch or something like that. So 4 vitamins. I gotta be careful. A fight to the death on a path is gonna be a big, big problem. Yeah, jump, you can get... let me drop some stars in here. You can collect stars and you'll get little stream avatars points. And you can do, like, I think it's ! sling, and that'll shoot you across the screen at an angle to grab multiple ones. Hey Akai, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I've never played Fester's Quest, but I watched Slack do his damageless run, and I need to play Fester's Quest because it looks like a blast. And I love the Addams Family. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so if I get into a path fight with him, we're gonna be in fight to the death territory. And I'm gonna... Well, no, let's not risk that. We're gonna take Debbie right over and we're just gonna wait at the kids. So he'll attack the kids. We'll finish day 2 here. And then we'll have to take... Ooh, but Laura's going to be going by the... Jason's going to be at the cave, heading to the cave. And I have to make sure I can get the pitchfork before Laura ends up being day 3 with only rocks or only a knife. Yeah, for something like Fester's Quest, I think I'd definitely be willing to, not a challenge run in this, I definitely would be willing to go with the turbo. Yeah, the other seed was just so nice. Paul with the torch on day 1, Mark with the axe on day 2, and we were going to take Chrissy to get the pitchfork on day 3, but nope. Alright, Jason, Debbie's toothbrush versus your toothbrush. I think this is the way to go, though. I think 4 vitamins would maybe be enough. Actually, that would have been... Let's see. No, I don't think it would have been. That would have been closer to like 20 hits. And you get kind of stuck in place when you use a vitamin. So I think 4 vitamins would not have been enough to finish him. Well, we've always got the backup of a a cabin fight. Hey Zombie, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh yeah, this game it's kind of got like a little bit of a cult following, but I'd like to think that that's growing. Hey Dalek, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh yeah, I used to get so tense if I would see Jason's name on the map. I would just be like, oh geez, this is terrible, I'm so scared. Like, I'd see, not on a map, in a cabin. Hey Vegas, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I think Ted survived. He was the sole not sole survivor, because Ginny survived too, but... Ted staying out at the bar was a big help. Oh wait, did I not spawn items yet? Laura, you jerk. Okay, we're gonna run over here, grab this vitamin quick. Hopefully not run into Jason just yet. Okay, we're clear. Alright, so I didn't get the key. Hold on. There we go. I should have actually just went in that room and got to the... I don't know why I went back here. There was a Pamela door just to the left in there. Yep, if Jason's after you, just stay at the bar and keep drinking. Hey Snake, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Well, dodging when you don't have the right controller is... I mean, I've had so many issues with the NES Advantage and the Quick Shot, just trying to get everything to work right, but when I got my trusty dog bone, it works so much better. Yeah, when he's looking down, then he sits up, his head pops up. That was such a good little animation that they used. Like, it's something you're not expecting. You're like, okay, I beat the game twice. I beat him twice. It's got to be over now, and then it's not. This one with the wheel would be so rough. Oh, this is 2. That's right. 2, 3, 2, 1. Here's 3. 2. And 1. Gotta do 15 knives. Uh-oh. 2. Okay, there we go. So even the pitchfork can be Laura's terrible throwing arm can win with the pitchfork. How do I do this? I still think I gotta avoid path fights. At least I gotta get at least 2 cabin fights in here. 2 hitless cabin fights. Yep, I've done a... Have I done a no moving left with... I don't think I've done a no moving left with no map on the wheel. We just started doing double spins on the wheel, it was actually, I think, maybe January? And then on Friday the 13th nights, on Friday the 13th exactly, I did triple spins, and that was, those were so much fun, but I got destroyed on triple spins. It was amazing. I think I completed like 1 of 4. Was really close to getting a perfect game, all items, and I think it was Afraid of the Dark. Jason, I know you don't want to see Laura's face, but you gotta come out. 1, 2, 3. Holy fuck, thank you so much for the super chat, Jacob. Much appreciated. Enjoy the Crispin Glover dance. One of the best, well, Friday 4 was an awesome movie, but that was still one of my favorite parts, was Crispin Glover dancing. Jason actually follows he has a set pattern that he follows. He'll, basically he's got 3 different starting points. He has a 50% chance of starting outside, all of them on the outer loop, just outside the cave loop. And then he's got a 25% chance of starting in the top right, just outside of that cabin in the top right, and then a 25% chance of starting in the bottom middle cabin. Oh, you don't need to apologize for that. I love having things like that, with having the extra challenges, because there's not a whole lot in this game that, so having the extra challenge like that is, I mean, that's the whole reason I do challenge runs. Hey, sweetie, you're good. This is on my top loading nest with an original cart. Hey, sweetie, you ready to go to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah? You got your stingray? What did you name your stingray? She got my wife got her a stingray when she was on her cruise. And she's got a blue do you want me to show the stingray? Yep, back up a little bit. Here's her stingray. You ready to go to bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in my
Till 8 o'clock? Okay, that's not, that's,
then I can watch the TV.
Oh, you're gonna watch the TV? What are you gonna watch? You gonna watch Kickin' It?
In her.
Yeah, you can watch
Mommy,
Kickin' It in there.
Can I watch Kickin' It? Yay!
Alright. Love you, sweetie. Sleep good.
Love you. Sissy's eating.
She's eating?
And drinking a red drink.
Oh, did she make one of her fancy, like, homemade sodas?
I think so. That's
That's good. She doesn't eat a lot, and now she's actually been eating food, so maybe she's having a growth spurt. Alright, love you, sweetie.
Love you too.
Sleep good. Is 6-7 still fun?
No.
No, 6-7 isn't fun anymore?
Don't even think about doing the goo goo gaga.
Oh, you want me to do the goo goo gaga thing?
No!
Wait, stay here. Stay here 1 sec.
Goo goo gaga.
Alright, love you, sweetie. Have a good night.
No! Need a hug.
You need one more hug? Okay. Love you, sweetie.
Love you too.
Alright, sleep good.
Bye-bye, sweet good, everyone!
Alright. Yeah, I think the rules of this are, they're simple enough to remember. So I think I could add this. I think anytime this pops up on the wheel, it would be a disaster, but that's funny. I actually did think of a new way that I can have, like, I had the, what was it, the last one standing challenge. And Chris had suggested one where I just pick a random counselor and do it that way, but I didn't have any kind of random number generator that I could use. And then I was sitting there today and it occurred to me that I don't need a random number generator. Mix It Up can pick a random thing and I can make like a little animation that has a different counselor like walking out of the cabin, and then whichever counselor walks out of the cabin is the one I have to use no matter where they start. So I'll hopefully be working on that animation eventually, because it should be pretty easy to just copy and paste a different counselor over into each one, because it's just an animation of them walking out of the cabin. Yes, I did make, well, you can kind of see it on the overlay. You'll see George walking down out of the cabin. So instead of them just walking backwards, now they can walk, I animated it so they can walk forwards too. Let's see, Laura gets knocked out. Where's George? He should come out and, wait, George comes out. Yeah, there he is. He walked out of the cabin. So there's a little, like, I have that little extra bit of animation in there that I should be able to do. Laura, you weren't supposed to get hit there. Alright, this should be it. There we go. Success with the terrible seed. That would have been so much better if I didn't screw it up the first time. They probably could do something where you could have a second one, well, you'd have to be able to change the graphics in the game. Looking for Giants can do that. I'm unfortunately not able to. I can make the graphics, but I can't change them in game. Thanks for the GG's, Kyoto, Vegas, Taz, Biceps. The Goo Goo Gaga was Baby Saja from K-Pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, I wish I could do the, what's it called? What do I use for the wheel? Stream Elements only lets me do one wheel. So if I put the counselors' names on the wheel, I'd have to get rid of the challenge wheel. And I don't want to get rid of my challenge wheel. But we got this one in. I got the, was with a much worse seed than I would have liked, but that was my own fault. So now let's go, where's my wheel? Wheel is right here. Wheel spin. Why did shift down? I demand that it be up there at the top. So we've got double wheel spins here. We spin once and then we spin a second time, and we have to get two challenges that can be combined together. So our first one is Diet Debbie. Okay, so we can only use Debbie, and we have to end the game with 9 or more vitamins, which is fine. I know the route through actually getting through the forest when I'm with a slow counselor, I might get myself lost. Diet Debbie and Diet Debbie. Cannot do a Diet Debbie and Diet Debbie. Can't do a Diet Debbie in full participation because Diet Debbie means we can only use Debbie, and full participation is everybody. Can't do a Diet Debbie and no jumping because you can't get vitamins without jumping. Afraid of the Dark. We can do Diet Debbie and Afraid of the Dark. Oh! We can do it, but I gotta be really careful in the forest because there are these things called wolves in the forest. In trying to collect all 7 vitamins in the forest while you're getting chased by... I'm gonna have to keep a zombie on the screen. Oh, that is horrible. 2 green challenges and it's gonna turn out like this. The challenges are color-coded by difficulty. So let's change this. We got Diet Debbie. Why is the T big? I mean, I know why it's big, but it shouldn't be. And we have Afraid of the Dark. Why can't I type? afraid of the dark. There we go. That wasn't so difficult. Try to center these a little better. Move you over. Alright, Diet Debbie and Afraid of the Dark. Hey Emilio, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. The wheel is all of the different challenges that I consider something that we could put on the wheel. Like some of them I'm not gonna do camp cleanup because that's like a 2 to 3 hours where I have to collect every single item in the game. But these are all different challenges that I've done over the years since I started doing challenges. So we spin the wheel, we combine 2 of them that can be mixed, and we try to beat the game with those 2. Hey Matthew, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Diet Debbie Dead Rising. Ooh, that would really suck. Trying to do a Diet Debbie with Dead Rising. Oh, why are you way over here? Let's at least look at the layout, try to figure out where everybody is. Actually, you know what? I don't care where everybody else is. My hope here is that Jason starts running into other counselors and maybe kills everybody, and I can just start doing fights to the death once we get Debbie's machete. I mean Debbie's torch. All right, 1 vitamin. Actually, let's jump into the cave and get a second one here quick. Just go in here and grab her key too. All right, so we got 2 vitamins. Yeah, basically, other counselors, they only exist for Jason to kill. Uh-oh. Look at Debbie there, dodging Jason. No damage on the path. Why am I running this way? Debbie, you're so slow. All right, 3 vitamins. Yeah, we'll kick him out of... We'll save the kids this round. Then we'll go get our torch while he's going through the forest route. That's right, 43 seconds. Well, I like I'd like to kind of keep things a little more random. Though I guess I could do that with some of the some of the non-specific counselor ones. But I kind of like to look at the seed and figure out who I want to use based on the seed. Sometimes it's Mark, sometimes it's Chrissy, only Laura if I'm forced. Okay, so the kids are safe. The AVGN video on this game is hilarious. I just remember when... oh wait, it's Afraid of the Dark! What am I doing? This is actually good. Debbie is in a very good start. I forgot that I have to make it dark. How can you be afraid of the dark when it's still light out? My brain is not functioning here. There we go. Now it's dark. And Jason is killing someone. Perfect. So my gigantic failure there actually might turn out to be beneficial. All right, so we've got our note. Do I want to get the torch first? Yeah, we'll get the torch first. Or at least the torch note. Yeah, if I don't remember to make it dark on day 2 and 3, then it's a failed challenge on one that should be relatively easy. Actually, we'll save that. Because we go up. We go left a little bit, then we go right. Gotta keep these zombies on the screen. Because if the zombies leave, then we start dealing with wolves. Then we do a full loop. That's exactly why I didn't get the torch yet. Oh, why'd you spawn back here? This would probably be smarter to do on day 2 or 3 when the zombies are faster. I really hope there's another counselor in the cave loop. Alright, then we go to the left. And it of course appears behind us. We keep going to the left. There we go. Now we go right and down. And boom, we're out. And we've got 7 of the 9 minimum vitamins that we need. Oh, let's actually look at the layout here for a sec. Oh, I was hoping there'd be another counselor that he's hitting over there. That would have been awesome. Because if you get to 2 or less, Jason will just start fighting to the death. Okay, so that's 9 vitamins. Or 8. So let's go over here. We'll get 9 and 10. Yeah, it's always good when he gets noodles first. Hey Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. So we have enough vitamins. I'd still like to get a couple more. Is there another one over this way? Yes, there is. Perfect. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna see if I can beat him over to the right side of the lake. Left side of the lake. Hey, Dark Assassin, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hey, just a little faster, Debbie. Made it. All right, now we wait here. We'll get a nice quick path fight in on Jason when he arrives. Then we'll go to the lake. Okay. Thought you'd be, well, I mean, he was in the top right of the lake, so. Top right of the cave. 11 hits, let's go. So what we do here is, since it's night, the crow spawns after 2 zombies. So if you scroll the screen in the opposite direction of the way you want to go, in this case I want to go right, so I scroll it to the left. The game puts the crow in front of you and I let it get too close so it dove. But normally, if you're not stupid about that, you have a very easy time. Because Jason shows up at 43 and 33, so you can completely block him from showing up if you just don't let the crow get too close. Alright, so he's on the cave. He's going into the forest now. Big Pop, that's Scott Steiner, isn't it? Hey Gordon, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I should not be just going here with Debbie, especially since he's not attacking anyone there, but... I guess we'll walk around here. Don't want to chase him into the South Forest. He's already got way too much of a lead. Is there anybody in this cabin? Rats. Okay, so Chrissy's there. See, part of me wants to just let him go ahead, kill Chrissy, and then meet him after, so I've only got one more counselor that he has left to kill. But that's a whole minute of waiting while I'm just standing here. Well, I guess he's in there now, so... I want to go to the lake, to the cave, and grab those extra vitamins, but that's really far off. So I guess we'll just wait here. Week went pretty well. It was very hectic because I was the only adult in the house, but my wife had the time of her life on the cruise, and that's what's really important. And then this weekend, Saturday, well, gone Saturday into Sunday, for my youngest daughter has her second to last cheer competition. So that's big fun. And my oldest daughter has their dance show off Sunday afternoon. Alright. So now we only have to he only needs to kill one more counselor and we're in fights to the death. And we're gonna end the day right here. We've still got our 9 vitamins. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, day 1. And I know where to go in the cave, I just don't really trust myself doing it well with a slow counselor. I mean, I could just walk in to Pamela, get the sweater in the safer route, but I don't need it. Yep, gotta make sure it's night. Unfortunately, there is no one Jason's gonna be attacking here. Is there a better weapon that I can get? We already got the torch. Can't get a better weapon till day 3. That sucks. Now I can't do fights to the death either. Okay, so we got a new plan now. We're gonna get the pitchfork. Hey, there we go. Thankfully, I was far enough along the killing zombies. But I'm gonna have to be really because I can't drop under those 9 vitamins. Actually, this could be fine. If Jason attacks another counselor and we get into fights to the death, that's not a big deal. I just fight him in a cabin. Fight him in a cabin, we're fine. No big deal. No Wheel of Counselors. Unfortunately, with how Stream Elements is set up, I can only have 1 wheel. But like with the challenges like Last One Standing, I kind of let the game pick it for me. Whoever's the farthest away from Jason when he starts is the one that survives. And I actually do plan on making a counselor, like a counselor, not a generator thing, but something where I can type in a command or I can hit a button on Mix It Up and it'll show a random counselor walking out of a cabin, and that's the one I have to use. So that'll still end up working. Let's see, it's 150 seconds before the counselors move, so if whoever's in the top right cabin might end up getting destroyed, which would be ideal. Because we want them to be dead. Gonna start building up my machete count here. Perfect. So whoever that is gonna die, and then we'll be in fights to the death the rest of the way. Okay, maybe now I should go get the sweater. That might not be a bad idea at this point. Because with the sweater, I don't think I could do path fights the whole way. Here's my vitamin. But I mean, we're not doing anything. We're waiting for Jason to kill someone. So yeah, let's go get the sweater. The good old conga line. She's so slow. That's why I gotta remember not to do not to do Pamela fights with the slow counselor. She can't move fast enough side to side. Alright, where is the other counselor? Where's George? George is way over there. Diet Debbie is Debbie only, and I have to end the game with 9 or more vitamins. So we are just gonna get the heck out of Dodge here. We're gonna do a little conga line. We're gonna let Jason run throughout the cave loop, and we're just gonna wait for him at the kids. I've got like 13 or 14 vitamins here, so we're fine there. I mean, now if George gets attacked, we're fine. Ooh. Do I even want to try? No, I have to try to get the pitchfork. I'm not going to do day 3 with just the machete. We're getting the pitchfork. And if Debbie gets wrecked, then I just gotta hope I have enough vitamins to go. Hey Cream, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. They could be coffee. I hear a lot of people call them potions, fruit punch, jars of blood. Come on, Jason. I know you're in the cave, you're having a good time, but I'd really like it if you hurry over here. Rats. 2 zombies. 1 crow. And that's two torch downgrades to a knife that have completely turned a run on its head. It's like, you can see, all you'd have to do is cut through that part of the forest, and you could very easily get to those cabins. I don't know why they make it seem like, or like, yeah, just walk along the shore. I don't know why they make it seem like they can only be reachable by boat. Okay, zombie, come on. There we go. So this is going to be a fight to the death. Oh boy, that's going to be a lot of hits. We're looking at maybe 84, 81. But it's machete versus machete. That's not a good start. My thumb slipped off of the D-pad. That's okay. We got to end with 9 or more vitamins. Definitely have, I think we've got either 12 or, let's see, there's 14. Did I get all 4? I feel like I missed one. I didn't get one of the 14. So I'm going to say we have 12 vitamins left. He goes so fast. Where did he learn to swim that well? It's like you wondering about who taught Michael Myers how to drive, who taught Jason how to swim. Because clearly no one at Camp Crystal Lake did. Okay, we'll shift to the right a little bit. Try to slow him down. Jason, you know, this is a very long cabin fight. I'd really appreciate it if you'd go slower. That's better. Let me get in quite a few more hits here. All right, good. Another slow pass. Making great progress. 3, 4, 5. Keep it up. No, Jason, not fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just about 2 bars worth. Perfect, another slow one. When he works like this, his health goes off pretty quickly with that machete. All right, we are at 24 to go. 22. 21. 17. 15. 14. 13. 12. 9. 8. 7. It's amazing how much quicker you can get his health down when he's in a slow pattern. Got him. I'm not sure why they added a cave. There's a lot of weird things like that they did that I have no idea why. Chris Jericho was the host of, I can't remember the show. It was a game show, I think, where people had they had to answer questions right or their stuff would get dropped off a building. Oh yeah, this should be no problem. The most difficult, once I get assuming I don't get completely destroyed trying to get the pitchfork. And I mean, day 3 Pamela, even with the sweater, I don't know how thrilled I am at the thought, but there's really no other option at this point. I don't want to get stuck on a path fight with machete. All right, here we go. Yeah, sweater was definitely worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, she's half dead. 2. This will be 3. Oh, jeez, she's so slow. This is gonna be another 2. I can't get out in front of Pamela enough because Debbie's so slow. Got him. Got her. Okay, so that didn't go great, but we still got more than enough. We got the sweater, we got like 12 vitamins. Just gotta get to Jason, hopefully before he reaches the kids, because I will let that batch go instead of doing a cabin fight on a fight well, actually no, a cabin fight with only 32 hits isn't too bad. But that doesn't matter because we are there. Hey Steven, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the good luck. Alright, Jason. Where are you? Debbie's got the sweater, she's got the pitchfork, and you're gonna get skewered. Come on. So much waiting. Didn't even have to use a vitamin. Let's go. Welcome in, Owl. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the Gigantify. Much appreciated. Freddy's got that. His hand is like contorted way behind his head. That looks like it'd be painful. Thanks for the GG, Steven. Yeah, sweater was clutch there. Don't think that would have worked very well without the sweater. Hey, well, we've definitely got time for more. Let's see what our first challenge on this next one will be. I mean, the pitchfork is what you start with in the Jason versus Freddy. We just did Diet Debbie. That's the third time the wheel has come up with Diet Debbie. Thanks for the GG's, Dimension X. All right, stone only. Can't do Dead Rising with stone only. Gave us 2 greens, now it's giving us 2 reds. This is possible, I don't like it. But it is possible. Stone only and no jumping. So no jumping, I mean... I'm not going to be getting items anyway on a stone only. Ugh. But what we have to do here is every fight is going to be a cabin fight. Welcome in, Kyoto. Thanks, Kyoto. Thanks for the GGs. I can talk. This has completely destroyed my brain. Alright, so we are going to kill everybody, but... I guess Paul's closest. We're going to leave Chrissy alive. And we're going to set up fights to the death. I don't like no jumping is not needs to be moved over a little bit. There, that's better. Laura's pretty far away. I think Laura's gonna get eaten by zombies instead. I guess we'll let Jason kill whoever's he's attacking there, as long as it's not Chrissy. Hey, zombie, come back here. I know you don't want to touch Laura. It's more like Laura's chasing the zombie here. Alright, so who's he attacking? That be George? It is George, okay. Have I jumped? Did I jump with any of the other counselors? Falling doesn't count as a jump. Did I jump with Paul or anything like that? Like, have I jumped with with one of the counselors? There we go, 5 hits. Alright, Mark. So Chrissy's up there. So we are going to take Mark. And he is going to go wait at the kids. Okay, I'm holding my other hand up here just so I don't accidentally, like, jump out of habit. So since we got 1 bar of his health gone, instead of doing 160 rock hits in the cabin here, we only have to do 155. Okay, good. I was like, wait a minute, do I have to do a reset here already? So now we wait for Jason again. There we go. 155 hits. Day 3 is where this gets really painful. Ow. That's not a good start. And on day 3, I could potentially try to save some time by having one of the counselors get into a fight to the death on the path and just see if I can mash like 5 or 6 bars down. But I don't know how much I trust it.
Just checking.
Everything all right?
Yep, 2 corpses, everything's fine.
Welcome in, Cheese. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the 2 corpses bits. Much appreciated. Clue is one of the best movies ever. Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, like, zombies should not be able to jump out of a lake like that. I can imagine, like, they're falling into the pit and they're doing pinballs off of the wall. Jeez, his health is just not moving. And the game did give us 2 green challenges last run, so 2 reds is, at least it wasn't stone only in perfect game, giving the God Run combination. In the case of Laura, I like to think she was just walking and she tripped. It was amusing to see the zombie effectively trying to get away from Laura, though. Hey Akio, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday.
Goo goo gaga.
Oh, my youngest daughter does not like that. She hates Baby Saja. All because his voice is too deep. Like, his name is Baby and his voice is so deep when he raps, I don't like it. So naturally, that had to be a sound alert. Synchronized zombie swimming would definitely be interesting. Wonder if we could get, like, multiple zombies on the screen instead of just one? Yeah, Jason sees the rocks. He's like, oh, this is gonna be easy. I mean, right now, he's technically about even with Mark here. This is only day 1. I'm kind of tempted to move to the left with him when he backs up like that and try to slow it down a little. The Bidet of Evil is one of my favorite lines from Buffy. I haven't heard anything about when the continuation has the continuation is supposed to start. I was a Buffy kid. Saw Sarah Michelle Gellar in Scream 2. CC was one of my favorite characters just because it was Sarah Michelle Gellar. It's also great as Helen Shivers. Yeah, it'd be. I think in Friday the 13th Revisited, he'll punch your head off. Not like Julius style. I know there's one where he crushes your head, where he like squeezes it off. Maybe he doesn't punch it off. Like he'll pick you up by the throat and squeeze and then pop. The little kills in that game were like not the ones where you're just fighting him, but the ones where like the environmental kills where you run into him like that are just so good. Alright, we're down to less than 25. 20 hits. And then things are going to get a lot slower as we get, well, not a lot. It could be a decently fast on day 2 if he's going slow. And then day 3 is going to be like 7 or 8 minutes of misery. I don't even know what, wait. He is on the forest route now, I think. Not Not that that really matters. Alright, day 1, done. Can't jump. He just looks down. It's like, what is this? Actually, this could work. That's right, I can't jump. I was about to jump over that zombie or like run through it, but we're gonna conserve the health. They move faster on day 2. Now, I think Jason should have enough time to run through the forest. Assuming he is on the forest route and attack Mark while we're doing our little conga line here. You gonna attack him, Jason? There we go. I was gonna say, I don't want to run into him on a path. I'm trying to avoid that, because no jumping, that means it's basically death for that counselor. Alright. So we got 160 hits on this. We're gonna use Chrissy, because she's better. Though the throwing arm doesn't really matter in cabins, it's just how fast they can walk back and forth. Gotta take advantage of every chance you have. Can't miss those rocks. This one's so much faster on the previous run with the machete. 3 hits per bar versus 5 with the rock. Three. Uh-oh. Well, that worked. Didn't get hit. The dodge was a lot earlier than I would have liked, but ended up getting a triple on it as he backed up, which was nice. You don't see a lot of triple hits on day 2. Just because he is going a smidge faster. Either that or my timing is just always off on day 2. Okay, good. He slowed down again. Gotta stop doing these really early dodges. We don't want Chrissy to die here. Hit B a little early. If you're not out of the throwing animation, you can't throw, and I hit B while I was still in the throwing animation. Come on, Jason, slow down. There we go. And with all the slow patterns here, his health is going down at a somewhat decent rate. And day 3 is still gonna suck. Still kind of tempted to just do 5 or 6 bars with one counselor, let them die in the fight to the death, and then hope I don't screw up on day 3, but I should play it safe. Don't want to end up having to restart this. That could be why he's changing his running. I think it... Oh, Chrissy. Why am I blaming Chrissy for that? That's me. It kind of reminds me of, I think, what's the game called? Die Hard, where the speed run is basically running back and forth over glass for a little bit. I watched Arcus play that so much years ago. That was like the Christmas stream game. Unfortunately, these dodge fails are 100% on me. It's not like it's not... Well, if my thumb slips off the D-pad, that's still on me, but it's not like the controller not registering an input. That's just me. I'm dodging way too early. It feels like his health just stopped moving when he got down to about half. One, 2, 3. Okay, this is not looking great for our girl Chrissy here. I think she might... Is she 1 hit from death or 2? I don't want to find out. Jason, slow down. Let me get... Actually, maybe it's better if he goes fast. It's a lot slower, but when he's moving slower, I'm dodging so early. And then I'm getting hit. So maybe I'm better off with the slower, but less likely for me to dodge extra early and appear right in front of his face as his fist is landing. Still so many hits left. I think we got about 40. Yep, that's 40 now. When its health is on the edge of that A, that's 8 bars left. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, that is 6 times 5. 30. Okay, 25. 24. 23. 22. 21. 18. 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, what? I was off. I can't count. I took my finger off of the controller and he wasn't dead. Hey Jeremy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, basically that's what I was doing. He do it fast dodge and I'm just leaning right into the rock. It was terrible. Wait a minute. Go this way right away. Okay, I was worried he was gonna pop up over there. Like, holding my hand up here, we're making sure we're not jumping. He should be on the forest route. Wait, why am I doing that? Let's play it safe. Yes, that's playing it safe. Grow right into the zombie. That's just brilliant. Okay, so now we are just gonna sit here. And we're gonna wait. Actually, like, Stone Only with, well, actually, Stone Only and Afraid of the Dark could be... Depending on how you play it, that could be really bad. Like, if you just do fights to the death, it's not terrible, it's just a standard path fight Stone Only. But if you try to keep everyone alive, you're taking so many zombie hits. Now, that's one of the reasons I like, I started putting them on the screen like that, so I can just glance over quick and make sure that I'm not on the wrong one. Because they do start to blur together after a while. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be painful. It starts to, like, right in here on my left hand. It's about usually no later than halfway through the day, it starts to really sink in. One, actually I don't even need to count hits here. But we have 158 of these to go. I could do the long dodge, which is much faster, but that also, you've got a 4-frame window, which is about 1/15 of a second to dodge, and even though I wouldn't say comfortable doing it when he's got the axe and the punch, for some reason when he has the machete, I am just absolutely terrible at timing that. But basically, right when he stops in front of you, you dodge, and if you time it right, we'll try it on his next little pass here. See, it's a lot faster, but that tends to happen. I got one of them, but when you're trying to do like endurance things like this where you don't want to take hits, you gotta play it as safe as possible. And the long dodge is not safe. It's a lot faster though. So here we're looking for him to leave the corner. When he leaves the corner, that was really early. You do your dodge, you do 2 in a row. And then if you dodge early enough, I like to look for like right as he's starting to leave the corner. If he's leaving the right side of the screen and his movement and my left dodge are in sync, that tells me I'm pretty much on schedule to hit him as he backs up. I just have to make sure I wait till I'm done dodging to do my throw. So let's see, I think looks like maybe 25 in, so we got 134 more to go. That is one nice thing about this, is you can see how much health he has left. When you're doing this on the path, if you're not counting, you're just kind of like, okay, it feels like I've been doing this for an hour. He's got to be almost dead now. Oh, I just had a terrible thought too. I was like, oh, I haven't had to use the NES Advantage or the Quick Shot yet tonight. Which means that our next challenge is going to be with the NES Advantage or the Quick Shot. I just cursed myself. Alright, so I'm going to guess we're down to maybe 125. Or is that 130? It's hard to tell when there's still this much left. It's 8:30, we still got more than enough time tonight. I don't even have to wake up for work for another 8 hours. So we're in great shape. Got the 3 of a kind done. Did a Diet Debbie Afraid of the Dark. Hopefully we'll finish out Stone Only No Jumping. 42, excellent. So we're 1/4 of the way there. Assuming I'd actually hit him with these rocks. Wow, that punch hurt. And one bright side is if I get him down to like 4 bars and Mark dies, we'll just wait on the other side of the lake and mash him down. This is so long. At least Jason doesn't change speeds or anything. If he had like a little bit of a variable speed, where he could go from this speed to like a little faster or something like that, and his speed switched up, that would be so difficult. That's part of what makes day 2 harder than day 3 a lot of the time. It's just once you get really used to dodging him, the variable speed is absolutely crazy. But here it's the exact same loop, it's the exact same speed over and over and over again until one of you is dead. Alright, perfect, so we're down to about 100 hits to go. Thank you, Kyoto. We would be down to 100 if I was actually throwing my rocks properly. There we go. Get back in that rhythm. Alright, so that's probably, I'm guessing, maybe 95 left. Stop trying to hit the button before you're done dodging. So we're getting close to halfway. Halfway would be 80. feel like I've got like 9 hits before a bar went. Ads at 60. Lovely. Thanks, Twitch. I really wish they'd let you do more to not have ads. That's fine. It looks like we should be... When this next bar goes away, that should be 70, which puts us at almost half. Actually, it looks like we're above half now. Nice. And we get down to the edge of the A. I know that's 40 hits to go. Actually, yeah, we're not halfway there yet. Well, maybe. I'm trying to keep glancing down at the health bar and doubling the size of the J, A, and SO. Actually, yeah, those would be the same width, wouldn't they? So maybe we are over halfway there. I assume they're halfway at least. They're the same width, but actually maybe they're not. Because the J doesn't look like it. Well, I should stop trying to stare at how wide I think the letters in Jason are. Should actually be watching Jason here. Pay more attention to what he's doing and less attention to the other little things going on in the game. Well, that's not even going on, just the other things that are sitting there. 2, 1, 2, missed. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fine, get rid of that bar of health. There we go. Multiple, that's 2, 3. Alright, one more and we'll have another bar gone. Hey Alec, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, we're down over half. 75 more is halfway there. See, I think... No, I gotta stop looking at the A. I'm trying to see when his health bar gets down to that A. So we could be at... Can't tell if it's 50 or 55. Well, good to have you back. Hope things, hope it's good busy and not bad busy. Okay, that's 45. Almost 1/4 left. 2, 3. And this one will be 75% of the way there. We have 40 to go. He says as he doesn't throw the rock again. 38. Not gonna count down the whole way. Yeah, I think Jason should appreciate that this is happening with just rocks. I mean, it might not feel good. He might be very bruised, especially in his ego. What? Oh, maybe I just missed that bar going down. It's like, wait, we have to be at 35 by now, but okay, there we go. That's 30 to go. Getting so close. And had to do 96 on the previous challenge with the machete. I could see Pamela doing that. Yes, massagers. Probably a lot of those are on Crystal Lake. 25, we're almost at 20. I think that's 21 maybe. Nope, that's 21. Okay, I was gonna say, if that's not 21, then this next one is definitely 21. 19. 18, that was a really tight dodge. I feel like I probably should have taken a hit there. $15 to go. Hey Dave, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that, it was nice to just kind of be able to sit down and go over everything that I was doing as I played the game. Like, some of the other videos for this took a lot longer than that one to cut together. This would be a great game to run, though. You love the Roger Rabbit resets. And this game might be bad RNG-wise, but Roger Rabbit is so much worse. Almost there. Oh, throw the rock, Mark. Kind of tempted to try long dodges here just because, but I don't want him to die and then have to come back with Chrissy again. There we go. Oh man, that hurts. We all say you love Roger. Even if you don't like Roger Rabbit, your chat has determined that you love Roger Rabbit. Thanks, Kyoto. Welcome in, Rat. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, Mark makes Little Rat look pathetic. Thanks for the GG's, Alec. Brody. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, if anyone here is not following Junkyard Dave or anyone on YouTube, he's really close to 1,000 subs. So he's one of the people, like, when I'm working in the morning, I'll hang out on his Twitch chat. Thanks, Dave. So Dave is very good people. You should go give him a sub. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. And it is time for, yeah, we definitely got time for another spin combo. We already did Diet Debbie, so we're not gonna. Oh, no map. I love no map. All right, this is good. Midnight Sun. Yeah, that works. So we can't let it get to be it has to remain day, and we can't use the map. There's my overlay. Midnight Sun and no map. No map hardly ever shows up. Yeah, YouTube is a completely different animal than Twitch. But there's so much, like, I wish YouTube would do more, like, Twitch has all the fancy stuff, like the channel points and Twitch definitely does more with the viewer experience, but YouTube is YouTube, the splits are a lot better. Like YouTube, you get a 70-30 split on everything, whereas Twitch, even if you're Partner Plus, you don't get, I think, does Partner Plus go up to 70-30 on like its third tier or something like that, or is it just 60-40 on Twitch? No map, and alright. We're gonna reset. Oh, that wasn't the select screen yet. I hope this was Chrissy. Alright, so I can't go in and out of cabins too much. Oh, how do I want to do this? Oh, I should have killed everybody. Oh. Actually. No map. Okay, as long as I don't look at the map, we're fine. We're gonna change. And I have to kill everybody. I have to kill people off here. We're gonna do, we gotta do fights to the death. But we have to make sure it doesn't hit dusk first. And if I can do half of the quick torch today, then I can do the other half tomorrow. I just gotta be really, okay, he's dead. Gotta look down. Because this, if you enter and leave cabins, that's what cycles nighttime. Welcome back, Chris. 300 unique paid subs is just absurd. Even 100 is nuts. Oh, so Paul's already dead. So he must be attacking Debbie. All right, look down again. Oh, okay. All right, I know exactly where Debbie is. Just made it. So this has to be Mark, so this would be Chrissy. I almost forgot to look down. And that would have been a problem. There it is. I was gonna say, there's gotta be a vitamin popping up here. Oh, well, so much for getting that torch. But we did successfully keep it from getting to be dusk. Let's see. Trying to think of how many cabin entries. I need 4, I think, to get the torch. 1 to get the note. 2, 3 to get the other note. And then 4 to get the torch itself. Holy buckets, thank you so much for the bits, Rowan. Much appreciated.
As a kid, I was always afraid of this game. Never touched it at my local rental store. Now, as an adult, I am afraid of the purple overalls. Love what you do and keep up the good work.
Yeah, Jason, the purple and teal is, I feel like it's a little more horrifying than his normal camp look. Yeah, enjoy that Crispin Glover dance. Thank you very much. Oh, welcome in, Angel. Welcome in, Atma. Hope you're having good Wednesdays. Yeah, we do lots of Friday the 13th. On weekends, usually like a Link to the Past or Super Metroid randomizers. I'm hoping, well, not hoping, I will be doing Castlevania 2 rando at some point. I'm just trying to find a tracker that I like. Actually, I'll have to ask Steven what tracker he uses for Castlevania 2. I think I found the item tracker, but I'm not sure what like if he uses a map tracker. Because Steven's really good at Castlevania 2. I've talked to Bedwell. I think Bedwell won the 2023 Belmonts and Training Tournament for Simon's Quest Rando. Yeah, Simon's Quest is my 3rd favorite NES game. Behind second is this, and first is G.I. Joe: A Real American Hero. Stop jumping on the axe, Chrissy. That can't feel good. Even though it's not your fault, it's mine. So I had to get 120 hits here. He should be almost dead. guess not. That was one bar. There we go. Okay, looking down. Alright, so I am on the opposite side of the lake. That's not where I want to be. Yeah, that is day one. We're gonna let this batch of kids go. And I'm gonna do something that could be very stupid. I'm gonna try to just do the full quick torch today. I believe I should have one more cabin entry after this, though. That's one. That's 2, 3. Then we'll have 4. No, I want this. This will be 4. Now I have abs. Yep, okay, it's still light. We're good, but I have no idea which route he's on. I'm gonna assume he's going to the forest. I almost went and looked at the map. That is the wrong... Wait, what? Oh, that's the wrong spot. I thought I was going into the forest there, but that wasn't the case. Okay, this is fine. Give me the other vitamin. Then we are gonna run back over here and hopefully I made it in time. If Jason is on the forest route, he'll be showing up right about here shortly. If he's not... Yep, perfect. Got him. So now we only have 32 hits. Hey, Tech Guy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Actually, I've got vitamins. We're just gonna mash. Come back here, you coward. There we go. Alright, we're looking down. Alright, we know he's on the forest route. I almost looked at the map again. Alright, this is the... Okay, this is the North Forest exit. Just making sure we don't have a knife popping up around here. Ooh, ER with your 3-year-old? Sorry to hear that. Hope everything's okay. Hey Max, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. The midnight sun means that we can't let it get to be dusk or night. So we only get 4 cabin entrances or exits a day. And we are just about to clear this one up. Got him. So there's still time for more. Ooh, sliced her finger on... That's rough. Thanks, Alec. Thanks, Kyoto. Thanks, Brody. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, there's still time. Yeah, I have to get up for work at 4:30, but we're doing another one. Oh wow, no stitches. That's surprising. Those things can bleed like crazy. We already did stone only. We're not doing that again. I already did Afraid of the Dark too. But we already did Afraid of the Dark. Oh, why did I respin? I should have just kept no... Oh, that's bad. Thanks, Angel. I should have just done Stone Only and Afraid of the Dark. So with these, I get 2 chances. If I screw it up once, I get 1 reset. I should have kept Stone Only and and Afraid of the Dark. NES advantage and no move. This is gonna be such a big fail. Was it no moving left and NES advantage? This is gonna be so bad. And the hard part is just like with the way the NES advantage the way the little thing is set up, I'm just gonna bump it to the left. I'm gonna bump left and it's gonna be over. Hey Vort, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. A fish hook in his finger? Oh yeah, the fish hooks, they have those little like, what do you call it? Is it like a barb on the end to keep the fish from getting loose? And if that gets in your skin, then that also keeps you from getting it out. I did make a comment a little bit earlier that I haven't had to use the NES Advantage or the Quick Shot yet today, so... Okay, so we can't move left. Oh, that's right, the B button sticks. I forgot that the B button sticks. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, this is good. We're gonna do it. Mark, Paul, Laura, Debbie, Chrissy. I have a plan forming in my head. Oh, the quick shot is definitely, it makes things so hard. But I do like using it, just, oh. No, I should make no moving left red. It should be a red challenge. 4 spins, if I ever start getting really good at 3 spins, I'd probably try 4. But, nope. Technically I can move left in the cabins, I just try not to. Okay, last try before we have to do another set of spins. I had a great plan for how I was gonna do this too. That's right, I gotta be careful about jumping, because I don't want to, like, if I jump by my knife or something, I have to do a full loop around to get it back. What cabin is this? Okay, we got the knife. I don't care who that is, they're dying. My only concern right now is getting Chrissy the torch. I will let everybody else die, and then I will just go and sit there and mash. That is my plan. I know I've been utilizing fights to the death a lot tonight, and that key was perfect. And I am going to continue utilizing fights to the death tonight. Okay, so that's the forest. We already got a key. I want that vitamin. Give it to me. Yes. Up, up, down, up. Very careful. I didn't get the first torch note. I was so excited about that working out that I forgot that you have to get the torch note. The Wilford Brimley hack is amazing. I forgot the note. What? Where's the note? Oh, this is the wrong room. Let's try this again. Right, up, right. There's my note. Hey Evan, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, I got my copy of, my complete in box copy of Ghostline when I still had that I got from Greg. Every time we go up to that area, I have to stop at Game Trade. Yep, September the 27th. That is such a great hack. Holy buckets, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, Jacob. Much appreciated. We have Vor, we have Bundy Chicks, we got JB, Kryptonian Dunn, and Joe Knows. Enjoy your counselor badge, enjoy your emotes, enjoy your early access to videos, courtesy of Jacob. Oh, I like your George avatar, Evan. What is happening? Oh. Okay, I must have bumped the slow button instead of start. That was terrifying. It's like, what happened? Start. Okay, this is fine. Now we have to run all the way back around. G.I. Joe, I was always into G.I. Joes as a kid. Like, I had not a ton of the toys, maybe like 15, 16 of the action figures and a couple vehicles. But I rented A Real American Hero game once, and I don't know, that it just spoke to me, kind of like this game does. I don't think I've ever played a platformer that is that clean and polished. Plus it's G.I. Joe. Like, this was one of the, like, this and that were like two of the few games where you had specific characters that did different things, and they all had different abilities and weapons and jumps and... Oh, nice. The Super Metroid Rando is so much fun. Well, the map Rando is. I'm not as fond of the, like, Varia or the other versions, but... Take. Alright, so... if I go left here, it's not that big of a deal. But I still try to avoid it. But we are just going to get rid of everybody else. Gotta remember not to run to the left there. We can go to the right. Yeah, I do. I have done a little bit of G.I. Joe. I did the... Well, I still have to actually go back and finish the retro achievements for G.I. Joe. I did the first and second quest, but I haven't done the third quest yet. I'm not touching the controller because we don't want to have anything bad happen here. Like me accidentally moving to the left. Come on, zombies. There are 2 of you. Alright, so the kid timer is gonna reset. For the sake of Crystal Lake, we cannot leave Laura. She has to go. Oh, you get a Saturday night off. Awesome. Yeah, the cabins are so, like, the cabins look so much different than the other stuff. There was it's kind of, is it like I think it's a Doom mod that, like, makes Friday the 13th 3D. You get to meet Kevin Smith, too? Meeting Kevin Smith would be amazing. I love Resident Evil. I actually have to go back and finish the retro achievements for Chris, too. Why am I running? Oh, okay, wait. We're gonna have to be really careful about this here. I have no idea how many vitamins I have, and I can't move left. Alright, so we'll just kind of sit here. Nope. As long as, if I get to play as Nemesis, I would definitely play Laura versus Nemesis. I know so many people that are like, they have Resident Evil 9 pre-ordered, and I'm like, I can't pre-order it right now. Because we spent, the cruise my wife went on was very expensive, so I'm waiting a couple months to, like, waiting for a little bit of a price drop or something before I grab that. Come on. Oh, I don't know how many vitamins I have. Uh-oh. Okay. So Jason is... I think he's on the forest route now? Yeah, I gotta... Actually, I should duck into a cabin and see how many vitamins I actually have. Still have one, okay. Now I have 2. And assuming Jason is on the forest route, like I believe he is, we should run into him here. If he's on the cave, yep, he's here. Got him! Okay, I got 2 vitamins for day 3. And Chrissy is in the perfect spot. So Jason's gonna loop around the right side of the map, cut through the North Forest. Then he's gonna go this way. And he's gonna end up right here. So all I'm gonna do is stand here. I'm gonna keep the hand up here so we don't accidentally move to the left. Hopefully if we get a crow popping up, it'll be, well, I guess I can jump if it's a high crow. I have 2 vitamins to use. So we're good. I just gotta make sure when Jason pops up, I gotta shift a little bit to the right so I don't end up having any torches land in front of him. Got him. Okay. The NES advantage is, mean. Thanks for the GG's, Chris, Jeremy, Brody, Jacob. You know what? Thanks, Kyoto. It's 9:07. I'm doing more. I didn't get to stream at all last week. Thanks for Angel. Don't want to do repeats like that, though. Yeah, we'll put all items in there, but we can't. I haven't done all items yet, but we can't do. Well, no, we can't. Let's just do the stone only. No, we can't do stone only in immortal. We can all items in immortal. Why did I spin again? All items in immortal. This is fine. It'd probably help if I put the controller back in the right spot there. All right. All items in immortal. This is gonna be long. Actually, well, I'm gonna have to get a flashlight. That's the problem. Shift that over a little bit. It wouldn't be a wheel spin night if I didn't have to do immortal. All right, so why are you way over there, Chrissy? You know, we can do, well, this is good. Unfortunately, we're gonna, just based off of how this setup was here, we're gonna have to use Mark as our main. Just because he's so much closer. But we're gonna get our machete here. Alright, so we've got knife, we've got machete. Why am I going this way? I wish it was that instead of a mortal run. Okay, so who's he? Doesn't matter who he's killing. We're gonna start spawning items with Mark, and we're gonna run around the overworld here and collect every knife and every vitamin that we can find. Because I don't want to end up losing my torch to a knife. And we still do have Chrissy with a knife and key. Did I just run right by a, I did run right by a large cabin. That's awesome. Way to go, me. If you get a knife with one counselor, it won't appear with a different counselor, so that's why we're just grabbing these and getting them out of the way. Wait, I have to go. I'm lighting fireplaces. So Jason's going to be going into the cave, but we're going to stay ahead of him here and go in this direction to light these fireplaces. Because Jason goes into the cave and he starts running to the left. But I'm ahead of him right now, so I can keep running to the left. There we go, vitamin, thank you. I want to collect as many vitamins as I can with Mark then, because we're going to get the sweater, and then on day 3, we are just going to mash his face off for like 90 bars of health. Yeah, so I don't need to get the machete. I'll get the axe when we do the quick torch with, when we get Mark his quick torch. Alright, so there's a knife. Let's keep heading this way. Got another knife. I just gotta be really careful about running in. I gotta make sure I'm in the right spot to make Jason immortal when we get to that point. Otherwise, that's a reset, and you don't want to have to reset an immortal run. They're so long. Don't need the keys. Alright, so we gotta go down to the left there. There should be another knife here. Is that Chrissy? It is Chrissy. Well, we can't have that. Alright, so we'll get this. We're gonna save the torch cabin for our flashlight. Actually, no, we didn't even need to do that. Up here. We'll let Jason have a batch of kids. Actually, let's light this one too while we're in here. Actually, maybe I should keep these kids alive just to be extra cautious. Alright, we got this knife. Right now, I'm not too worried about the kids. The woods, up until a couple weeks ago when I first figured out, like when I first noticed the pattern where if there's two down paths in the woods, then that can take you out, and two up paths takes you into a cabin. That was such a big game changer there. Alright, so we'll kick Jason out of the kids here. Oh, there's a knife there. That's not great. Is there another counselor here? I don't want to switch to Laura, but... I need to pick up this knife, and then we've got to speed kill her. Hopefully she'll be dead before the kids die, so we can reset the kid timer. Come on, Laura. There we go. Kids are. We still got this batch of kids. That's good. So now that timer resets. So even if there's just one kid left in the cabin, the timer has to still go down to 0 before that kid will actually die. So we still have effectively 3 full cabins of kids right now. Yeah, the wolves are, they're a big problem. You have to basically go slower in the woods and keep a zombie on the screen just to avoid dealing with the wolves. Oh, yes, I will take this vitamin. Alright, so this is our last cabin. Alright, so all we have left now is the sweater and the pitchfork. I think there is another knife. I shouldn't be jumping around just in case. Alright, let's get Debbie out of here. And then who's left? Paul. Paul's the only other one left. Okay. This is fine. Oh, that's right. Using Mark on, especially on day 2, it's not as bad. But using Mark on day 1 is incredibly slow. Actually, we're gonna kick Jason out of here first. Whoops. All right. So Jason's gone there. Then we have to have Paul die. Then we can just take Mark over to the lake. And we can wait for Jason. We can kill him as he goes into the lake. Yeah, we do like Paul, but unfortunately he doesn't do much for us in this this challenge. And we already got rid of that machete there. Well, part of me is like, oh, I should just run through the forest and grab the rest of the vitamins now, but that's a bad move. Because if I try to grab the rest of the vitamins, I could run into Jason, and the way to make Jason immortal is when his health is empty, you have to leave the screen and come back. Or just leave the screen, and it'll revive him with an extra 256 bars. So that's what I'm trying to do here. But if I run through the forest, I could run into him kind of in no man's land where there's no path for me to leave, and then you're just kind of stuck. Trying to stay in the middle. Whoops. Okay, I thought he was closer to dead than that. There we go. Alright, so now we have 255 more hits to go. Hopefully I will not lose vitamin with Mark. God, Mark's throwing... Like, Chrissy's throwing arm is so much better for this when Jason's moving that slow. Nope, got too greedy because Mark's throwing arm is so bad. I'm like, I just want to speed this along. Whoops, why'd I do that? I was trying to shift my chair a little bit up because I realized I was sitting really far back. Not a problem, Remy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of the night. I'm not sure who discovered the immortal. The one that pointed it out to me was Bedwa Blackburn. And I know, like, it was known, but it was known earlier because 8-Bit Steve mentioned it in the easy way. But at that point, I'm not sure if they... I know, like, he mentioned it was a soft lock, but I think that was just... That was more of a who is gonna be crazy enough to sit there and try to hit Jason 256 times. There's one vitamin. Because for most people, they probably would consider it a soft lock, just because generally you're not playing the game like this. You're not like, hey, well, let's make Jason immortal and then try to beat him all 3 days as a challenge. Okay, so we're down to 5 vitamins. We'll have 11, I think, when we go through the forest. Is there still one other one out there somewhere? God, Mark, your throwing arm is so bad. I should have thought about that. and made sure, even though Chrissy was starting in a much further away spot, I should have taken her anyway. I mean, once you get the pitchfork, the throwing arm doesn't matter. I think there's one knife left in the forest, and I know exactly where it is, because that's the one that I screwed up and grabbed when I was doing the, definitive guide. That's in the third section of the forest that I go to. Stop. I just jumped right onto that axe. Well, our mashing Jason with the sweater on day 3 is not going to be as good as I'd like now. Unless I can somehow go the rest of this day without getting hit again. That was 6, very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three. I have no idea how much he has left. Yeah, I don't want to follow. I definitely don't want to follow my definitive guide in that regard, because I mean, it was. I guess maybe it was. It definitely increased the run time, which I didn't want. But I didn't, looking back at it, I feel like the quick torch was explained, I explained it a lot better the second time around. It wouldn't have been so bad if I wouldn't have intentionally downgraded my first torch, did I downgrade a torch to a knife? Or was it like an axe or something? I did an intentional downgrade to show how that works, but I can't remember what weapon I downgraded. That was so close. Mark's like, I just need this day to end so I can use the first aid kit. This has to be almost done, doesn't it? Actually, no, it doesn't. I think we're still a long way to go. This is just day 1. That was close. So yeah, these hits come a lot slower when you're using Mark. Yeah, that was a 5-hit pass. Very nice. One, two, three, four, 5. Should not have done that 5th one. I can't be getting too aggressive here just in the name of trying to speed this up. Because 1 vitamin use is going to be like 6 or 7 hits on day 3 when you can only get 1 hit per pass instead of like 4 to 6. Or more like 3 to 6 at this point. Oh, I tried to throw a... Yes, there we go. Okay. Oh, that sucked. All right, day 2. Mark is good. I mean, Jason's going to be attacking the kids. This is fine. And then he's going to go over to the cave. We can work with this. All right, so first things first. We're grabbing our... Oh, this is the vitamin I already got. Okay. This is where the other knife shows up. So let's just run down there. We'll get that. Then we go to the left. There'll be 2 more vitamins. Or it'll spawn in the zone a little bit off to the side. Oh boy. Okay. This might not work to get the sweater. Jason and I are kind of converging on the cave right now. Okay, good. We're in the clear. Is there a knife over there that I didn't pick up? Okay, good. There's a total of 7 in the woods, and I grabbed 1 earlier. Oh yeah, there's 14 total vitamins, and 7 of them are in the woods. Okay, so we got this one will be a single. Next dive is a double. Then it's gonna basically be singles until she's dead. All right, now only item we have left to get is a pitchfork. I'm just gonna jump, make sure we don't have a knife over here. And we do not, so we're just gonna hang out here. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 32 hits, he'll be, and then we can make him immortal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Geez, can I not get 3 hits in with Mark? With Chrissy, I can do 3 hits on a pass like this, and that makes things so much quicker. But Mark's throwing arm is just so bad that I don't know how that works. Just do 2 until we can at least make sure. I want him to die in the middle so I can make sure I've got time to get him immortal. There we go. All right. Yep. That's right, tech guy. The north and south woods share their items. So if you get the 7, or like if you grab a knife in the north forest, that same knife won't appear in the south forest. Even though the north and south forest they have like different, they're basically 2 different mazes. They do share their items. Alright, so here we know Jason. Why? Or just let Mark get hit in the back. That's good too. So after this day is done, we just have to, I mean, if I get stuck on a path with Jason before I can get the pitchfork with Mark, I have to let him kill me. Because I can't complete the run without the pitchfork, so it's either reset and start over, or go into get the pitchfork with Chrissy using a knife, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. Chrissy's still got a vitamin. And then try to do a full immortal day 3, which I can do. Okay, good. My neck was really itchy. Had to take care of that quick. One, 2. So I think what the plan will be for day 3 is we'll have to see where Mark spawns first. And I guess technically if Chrissy's closer to the cave, I could just get the pitchfork with her and then bring it to Mark. Like that would work too. But I just gotta, like, I think Jason would have been he'd be leaving the cave loop here, but I can't be positive. He might have been entering it, and if I run right for the pitchfork here, I might run into him. so I might be better off waiting till he attacks the kids to make my run at the pitchfork, just to make sure he's stuck in one place. And then saving that one kid at the end there would have been a huge game changer. Because if he kills another batch of 5, we'd have one kid left. God, I missed being able to do 3 hits reliably on a pass. That cuts the time of this basically in half. Well, not in half, but like by a third. Because if you're only able to get 2 every pass, that's still going to end up being 128 times you have to do this. Oh, hey Dank, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. No problem. Thanks for watching them. Hopefully they were useful. Ow. Stop jumping on axes. I've already let Mark get hit in the back once. 1, 2... Yeah, day 3 should actually, hopefully not be too bad. Just because we'll have the sweater, we'll have 12 vitamins, I think. And we'll be using the pitchfork. And even Mark can throw the pitchfork with his terrible arm. Hey Heathcliff, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. We are killing Jason in an immortal all-item run because the wheel hates me. But it wouldn't be a wheel spin night without getting immortal. The wheel absolutely loves immortal runs. See, I'm guessing we're probably about halfway done on day 2 right now. Really miss being able to do 3 hits a pass. Nope. The sweater is really coming in clutch here. Well, this, you definitely have time to get seconds. What you're going to be seeing right now for the next probably 2-3 minutes is just this. Just me jumping over Jason when he gets to a corner and then throwing a couple torches at him and repeating the process. So there's plenty of time to get more enchiladas. I keep seeing all these posts about a Chrono Trigger, like Square's secretly working on a remake or a remaster. And I think it'd be great to see that in 2D HD, same with Final Fantasy VI, but I don't know if they're ever going to touch Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy VI again. I'd love it if you could use Luminaire on Jason. That would be wonderful. Knock off a big chunk of his health here. Because I have no idea how many hits he has left right now. Oh, Parasite Eve is so good. That's like, every time I get asked if there's one game you could have remade or remastered, what would it be? My answer is always Parasite Eve. I got these great shirts. It's a shirt for the opera. It's like Melissa Pierce burns down the house, and it's got like critic reviews with one guy saying I literally spontaneously combusted. And I love that shirt so much, and nobody in my personal life understands it. Even when I wear it places, they're like, oh, you're wearing an opera shirt. I'm like, yeah, this is what happened in Parasite Eve. I'm like, okay. Yeah, if I could have one game redone, it would definitely be Parasite Eve. I would like a 2D HD or something of 6, but I can play 6 like the Pixel remaster. I can play it on Game Boy Advance. The only thing I have to play Parasite Eve outside of like an emulator is my old PlayStation Vita. Assuming that thing even still works. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI is, it cycles between my favorite game ever and my second, depending on how I feel at the moment about 7 Days to Die. Because 7 Days to Die just has so much replayability. And I don't know if 7 Days to Die would even be considered a modern game, because it was, I think, the original early access was like 2012. Oh, Final Fantasy VIII? Yeah, Triple Triad was by far my favorite card game in any of the side quest Final Fantasy games like that. Like, I forget what they called the card game in 9, but I didn't really care for the 1 in 9. King's Knight was fine. But Triple Triad was, I like Triple Triad. I mean, I liked Final Fantasy VIII, don't get me wrong. But Triple Triad was my favorite part of that game. Until you got the random world thing or whatever, where the rule set was switched to random. I did not like that. Oh, I would definitely buy any kind of Final Fantasy VI remake. I buy day one. All right, Jason, how about you just die before I have to use another vitamin here? And then hopefully, I think I gotta stay out of the way and wait for him to get to the kids. And once he's hitting the kids, I'll go grab the pitchfork, and then we'll just go wait on the other side of the lake. If there's time, if not, I know other places where I can run into him. If I had Chrissy here, this fight would have been over a long time ago. Yeah, I played 6 after I played 7. I played 7 like a month after it was released. Ooh. That could be a potential problem. Mainly if he's not going to the kids right now and he attacks Chrissy and there's a door block. Yeah, that's the problem with Immortal runs. Like, you don't know if he's gonna die. It seems like they're lasting forever. Okay, we are gonna get out of Dodge here. He must not have been hitting the kids yet. He must have been going into the forest, but now Chrissy's out of the line of fire. So we just wait. Stand over here. And we wait for the kid buzzer to go off. There we go. Now we go get our pitchfork. And then we run like heck for the other side of the lake. It's gonna be 2, 3, 2, 1. 2 dives. It's gonna be 3. 2. Next is 1. 2. 3. Why couldn't I have done that when I had that perfect game on the 2 weeks ago? The no damage Pamela fight on day 3. That never happens. He does kind of look techno-y. Oh, the ghost train. Yeah. Oh. And when Sabin, however you want to pronounce it, suplexes the Phantom Train, one of the greatest moments in all of gaming. Nope, next up is bedtime. Quick Shot Deadeye would be... Actually, that... have I done Quick Shot Deadeye before? Ooh, there's a knife over there. Gotta be careful about that. Should actually jump around here first. Okay, that's just a key. The knife is further off to the side, so we're fine. Alright, here we go. Where are you? There we go. 2, 3, look at that. Now we've got the throwing arm again. 4, 5. Didn't throw that time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is why we save everything for day 3. This is so much slower. 12, 13, whoops, 14. Block was great. Apparently a lot of people hate Terra, which I don't understand. I love basically the entire cast of 6. And as far as villains go, like, people like to worship Sephiroth, but what did he accomplish? He didn't do anything. Kefka set out to destroy the world and he succeeded. Kefka destroyed the world. How many villains actually accomplished their goal? Interceptor! Oh crap, lost track of my count. Oh well. We've got the lake path right in the middle. Just gotta remember to run over to that path. There we go. All right, 255 to go. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because I got 12 vitamins, so I'm going to do this for, let's say, till 46. We'll do this until for another 4 minutes, and then we'll start doing our mash down. Well, Michigan and Ohio State, isn't that like one of the biggest rivalries in college sports? Yeah, I know a lot of people had like the, well, I did want to revive Eris, or Aerith, depending on how you want to pronounce it, when I played 7 the first time, because Great Gospel was so good, her level 4 limit break. But if I had to choose between her and General Leo, I'd take General Leo. It says you never really get to meet General Leo, and in the original game, I wasn't that big of a fan of Eris, or Aerith, I guess. People probably get mad if I say her name wrong. But then in the remake, I actually really like her. Brianna White just absolutely knocked her out of the park. Well, everyone in the voice cast for the remake for Final Fantasy VII was so good. Like to not keep getting hit here. So I have, because with Jason doing half damage rounded down, those vitamins go a really long way. We have one kid left. We got one kid, Mark and Chrissy. Crystal Lake has been basically thinned out by an immortal Jason. And when my youngest daughter got her stingray plushie from my wife when she went to Mexico. I told her you could name it Jason, and she just gave me this disgusted look like, no, I'm not gonna name my stingray plushie Jason. Alright, looks like we still got 2 minutes. It's not 9:50 yet. But at 9:50, we start the mash down. Alright, it's 49. 1 more minute of this. I mean, the mash down is not going to kill him. You can probably get like 80 bars or so, maybe knock out a third of his health. I do count the hits during the mash down, just so I have a rough idea. And I actually got to make sure I count vitamin uses too, because I think I only got 12, so I'll maybe do 10 vitamins worth. So nice to do this with a dog bone controller instead of a NES Advantage or a Quick Shot. There we go, 950. $60. Okay, that's 1 vitamin. 2 vitamins. 3 vitamins. 4 vitamins. 5 vitamins. 6 vitamins. 7 vitamins. 8 vitamins. That's 9. Okay, we'll call it there. So that's 9, about 90. Hey Zero, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. See, I was getting about 13 to 14 hits every vitamin, so that's, we'll say, an extra so that's about 100, we'll say 170 hits just to go on the low end. So that's less, let's see. Don't know how many I think I got. Oh, well, I guess that was more than I thought. I could have just done a mash down for the rest of those. My math was way off. Oh, thanks, Heathcliff. Yeah, this, I've had a bit of an obsession with this game ever since I found out that Jason follows a set route. He doesn't actually just teleport all around the map. And as soon as I learned that, I was like, okay, well, I need to figure out everything there is to know about this game. And that kind of led to a snowball effect where over the last 5 years or so, I've ended up like this. Thanks to GG's Kyoto, Taz, Angel, Four, Dank, Jacob, Brody, Chris. Yeah, this is a great game. It's so underappreciated, and I think the big issue they have with it is it's just so confusing. Like, they never explained anything. Even the manual here, absolutely useless when it comes to figuring out how the game works. But I found that once people learn how the game works, they really end up liking it. Yeah, so many of the things I do with this, I couldn't do if I didn't know where Jason was gonna be. But like, even the God Run, like, I would have never been able to do a God Run if I didn't know like exactly how, like where he moved everywhere, so I could just follow him with stones. But I wonder if I'll ever get another one of those. Probably, I'd probably have to do a lot of grinding and practicing to get that again. I'm just so glad that Zelda and Lorelei were still here when the God Run happened. But it is now almost that was so good to get an early start tonight. Normally I don't get to start streaming until 8 Central, but I got to start like right at 7 on the dot almost. So this has been going for almost 3 hours of Friday the 13th, and it's not even 10 yet. And so I can still get to sleep at a decent time. George, Immortal with rocks. I don't think that'd be possible. Because you have to kill him with, you have to finish the fight on the path to make him immortal. I could make him immortal and then switch to George with rocks and then do rocks in the cabin. But an immortal run, a full immortal run, I believe is 864 hits. Is my math right? 864? And doing that with stones would be like well over 1,000. So one rock fight on an immortal run would be like a time and a half for the full. It would be so long. Yeah, Debbie is Popcorn Cannon's favorite. He's actually the reason when I eventually finish my overlay, Debbie is going to survive in the overlay in honor of Popcorn Cannon. Popcorn is actually one of the 4 people that I'm aware of to do this game hitless, and he does Debbie only runs. Yeah, George is gonna end up, George will run out of the cabin, he'll run into Jason, he'll throw 1 torch, Jason's health bar will drop by 1. Then Jason's gonna pick up George and take him into the cave. George's smile is gonna turn into a frown. And then George is gonna die, and then the rest of them are all gonna end up fighting Jason on the path, and you'll get to see Jason's health bar go down and everything. I've got this all planned out in my head, it's just, it takes so long to animate. But once I do, I really should finish that. I've had a bunch of people asking if they can, where they can get the overlay, and I'm like, I don't want to, like, post it anywhere because it's not done. It's only like halfway there. There's still so much more I want to do with it. I just have to actually take the time, and whenever I'm doing, like, whenever I have the time, I'm like, okay, I should really be streaming because, well, the next couple months are a little better because after dance is basically done, I mean, dance tryouts start again, I think, next month. So dance is basically year-round, but then my youngest daughter's got cheer. My oldest daughter's actually doing volleyball for a 3-week volleyball program starting March 2nd, so that's fun. But that's right after school, too. So that's fine. It's not going to impact anything, really. But I suppose I should stop talking and get to bed because I have to be up in 6.5 hours for work tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night. Stay safe, get a good night's sleep. I will not be around on Saturday night. My youngest daughter has a competition out of town, so we're gonna be traveling for that, but I'm hoping to do something Friday, probably something randomizer related. So we will see how all of that works. Yeah, thanks again, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. Stay safe, get a good night's sleep, and we'll hopefully see you next time. And for those of you